you've started cooking and you tried to make a meal and you've been practicing for a little bit, and all of a sudden you go to cook it thinking you got, something's going somewhere and you could do this new recipe, and it just ends up flopping on your ass, and then you've wasted all the ingredients you spent money on, and you're sat there with your failed dish looking at it like, and then for the rest of the day you're thinking about this meal that you've failed to cook, and then you're looking at every other meal that you're eating that day forward, or that rest of the day, looking at it with that previous meal in mind. And you start going around activities like when you're interacting with people, they'll ask you how you are, and in the back of your mind you're thinking, well, I fucking failed at this thing that I thought I could do. I mean, cooking a meal for an aspiring chef, for example, that would make more sense because they would care about it. Then when people ask you how you are, you're going to have this idea of a failed recipe or a failed mission or that you did today in the back of your mind. And so while it's not important enough for you to say, I'm fucking terrible, I failed, for me at least, I'd brush it off. I'd just be like, yeah, I'm alright, but like with an angry tone, or like obviously bugged by something. And what I realised was the small things, obviously for me, I'm not fucking cooking meals and getting upset. It's something different. More time just to do with like a girl or something. But for me, I let it consume me, and I realised in a negative, when you're in a negative space, if you let something consume you, because you've put a certain amount of energy or attention or passion into something, it'll consume everything that you're doing. It will transcend every other thing you're doing because it's consumed you at that current time. And until you've let that go, it's going to have an effect on everyone, in terms of the people you talk to that day, in terms of the things you're doing that day, your work, your attitude to life. The order and structure of everything you do will be organised and edited through you being consumed by this thing, because you're consumed by it. So everything funnels through when you're consumed by something, and I just think if you're the type of person who does get obsessive or puts passion and energy into something and then it doesn't work out and then you get like a brick wall, you need to understand how to manage expectation, treat yourself right, be kind to others, make sure that your actual life is good, and put it into context and understand what it is you're being consumed by and what that actually means in the context of your life, so as to manage it. Otherwise, you're going to start to put other people's emotions at risk, and you're going to start to put your own mental health and attitudes at risk for the day, and potentially then that could become a snowball effect and then affect the next day and the next day, and you'll start putting yourself into a bad loop. So don't try and control things that are out of your control. Manage your expectations, and don't let little things become big. Understand that they're little and that they're not in your control, and you will inevitably be let down by things, or you'll be boosted by things. But it's to manage your expectations and treat yourself right. That was just all I had to say today. I'm not sure if that made much sense. My name's Zach. I have a channel where I just post my thoughts and interesting ideas that I have, and I try and talk about them as cohesively as possible, although my mind is pretty mumbo jumbo sometimes. I hope you enjoyed and got something out of this. Maybe it answered some sort of question you had when you were searching through YouTube. Maybe it just was more confusion. I don't know. But I'd appreciate if you go to my channel. I have other videos where I talk about other things. And I think if you enjoy my sort of personality or the way I am, then you might enjoy those videos too. For now, it's been Zach. Hope you have a nice day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.